this phase, I'm going to be attaching the electrical wire to the light socket. I got about 30 feet of 16 gauge lamp wire, and I cut it into about 3-foot lengths. And what I'm doing is, on the one end here, I'm cutting it and tying a little knot in it and trimming back the edges, the ends, about a 1/2 inch. And what I've done here is, if you can see black permanent marker, I've marked the edge that has the writing on it so that we can be consistent all the way through. So what I do here is take the other end and I'll feed it up through all the way to where the knot, which I've made a knot about 1.5 inches from the end of where it was cut, and what that's going to do is kind of help support the fixture. Now the edge, the wire that has the black mark on it, needs to go on the gold pin. There's a gold pin and a silver pin. And so the gold pin is going to get the wire that has the writing on it, which is why we put the black marker on it. So
why is that?
it's just to help keep the electricity flowing all in the same direction. Basically, in any switch or plug, the gold is the line, which is the hot, which is the feed coming in, and the white is the load, or the neutral, which completes the circuit that goes back. And so it's just best to keep that as consistent as possible. So we get this on here, and real quick I will just attach this. Now it's best if you go with the direction the same way when you tighten it down, that way it wraps the wire around it as you tighten it rather than push the wire out. Do the same on the other side. Wrap the wire around it in the same direction that I'm going to screw it down. Alright, now this is very important. On the mason jar, the cap needs to go on here at this point. Make sure you put it on the right so that it's going to sit on there like that, because once you hook the wires together, you're not going to get this on here. So after that, you bring it over to your base, and in the holes you drilled, make sure you drill the holes large enough for the wire to go through. I think I did it like 3/16. And then you feed up from the bottom. It's going to be snug. And at this point, you know, we're going to make these all miscellaneous lengths. So you can kind of put it wherever. What I'm going to do is when I find the length that I want, when I have all these in here and come up with the lengths that I want, I'm going to tie knots in them and push them down on the base of the board, which will support the fixture and not allow it to move after that. And that's the step of hooking the wire up to the fixture into the socket.